Byron, Loco, late night studio session, very late. We're gonna try something a little different. Let's let the music do the talking, yeah? Mr. Byron Mark Chadwick, protagonist, the north of a story that's tragic, but it's littered with a million magic moments, with a focus on happiness rather than drama and sadness of a father conspicuous by his absence. Another young man dragged up in a madness, who coulda, shoulda, woulda got caught up and trapped in a system if it wasn't for the love of a wonderful mother that smashed it. Born October 1985, early on a Thursday morning to be precise, even though the umbilical cord was cut and tied. I'll be connected to Mumsy for the rest of my life. Yeah, we argue, we fuss and we fight, but that's life. That's just how it goes sometimes. I suppose that's life, and that's just how it goes sometimes. And the soul of the night time's black as Lucifer's ink, as black as the darkest thoughts we can think, blacker than the depths to which we can sink. And the soul of the night time's inky, no sparkle, somber and misty, just like the white man's history, a bottom of the bottomless pit that's within me. And as your tumble haze starts to crumble, you can hear the collective belly in the beat start to rumble. And there ain't no gold on the road, cause these streets are paved with jet black attitude. And if you're a bright spark in the mist, then don't let the darkness dazzle you. Flat out, 999, cause there's another blackout, but there's more than enough electricity, hooded up suspect, dark ethnicity. When the truth is, he's just another street soldier fighting a war that's been lost controller, and that's the uniform in this vicinity. And the claim is they remember the faith vividly, drunk on a mobile high ground, used distorted by darkness, fear and media imagery. Okay, so let's label a little angels, devils, feral children that belong in a kennel, but I warn you, we do so at our own peril. It'll hit you like a shot of absinthe. It can be used to rise above the madness. Talking stops when it walks into a packed lift. The track's eyes like iron filings to a magnet, makes people stutter their words and chat shit. Lights up in the room like a lamp lit, but it's usually true to itself, it never blags it. Beauty can be magic, beauty can be tragic. It's even more beautiful when it's in the mood. Beauty's when I'm in the stews, a little bit of booze and half a zoo. I can kick off my shoes and do what I do. When Lokes pulls out something brand new, we turn the system up, let the beat play through. And I get the feeling when I know that when I spend a bit of time and write to it, it's gonna be another big tune. And I'm from a place where the youth might claim there's an island of waste, but you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, cause they're just trying to save face, where there's infinite pressure to fit in. There's 90s nice weak rhyme and spitting, poor quality fried chicken where the women are just a thing to stick your dick in. When I say the ends is hot, look, I don't mean that the weather is nice. I mean that there's feds patrolling every night, and you'll get a call when the goods have landed, where the hoods are standing, and you're far from Paradise Island, but you still feel. Look, been one to run when needed. I know that I'm number one even though I'm not currently seeded, and that's not said in a tongue-in-cheek manner of speaking. There's been days when the skies are rumbling and it's thundering, sleeting, and others when the sun was beaming. I don't wanna come to another dumb meeting. Got itchy feet, thinking of leaving. I could say you so easily to a lot of people. I could never say that to the feeling of freedom. It's something I believe in and something I really see myself achieving. And just to get up out of here was one of my dreams, to get away from the druggies and fiends, so I don't have to see baby mothers and with buggies and young ones to feed. There's no money and there's nothing to eat, and here I am sitting here buying some weed, picturing a wonderful colourful scene where I'm no longer roaming the road running a scheme. And I wonder to myself, what's become of these streets? An environment that's harsh and unforgiving, where half the people don't own the drums they live in. Drugs are prevalent, funds are scarce, and 101 breads are where a hungry stare. Single parent family, mum's despair. Gyro's done already and the cupboards are bare. Lightning strikes often and it thunders bare. I don't really care for the BPM, I don't really care for the latest trend. If you wanna know if I sink or swim, then just drop me straight in the deep end. I don't really care for the BPM, I don't really care for the latest trend. If you wanna know if I sink or swim, just drop me straight in the deep end. This music thing's not a choice, it talks to me, it's got a voice, and it whispers words of encouragement when I feel lost or annoyed. This music thing's not a choice, it talks to me, it's got a voice, and it whispers words of encouragement when I feel lost or annoyed. Look, you could have a maths degree and never calculate the pain. You could be a doctor or surgeon and not alleviate the pain. You could be a Hollywood actor and never recreate the pain. You could be a full-time burger and never take away the pain. All I wanna do is get paid off music. A day job, I'm about to lose it. All I wanna do is get paid off music. Look, I'm about to lose it. All I wanna do is get paid off music. Look, I'm about to lose it. All I wanna do is get paid off music. Right now, I've lost faith in humanity. Many have been consumed by greed and vanity. Apparently, charity starts at home, but consumerism nowadays borders on insanity. As for I'm a celebrity, get you out of here. It's more like when you get me out of here, I'm a celebrity. Desperate contestants with no integrity. Remember through December, but forgotten again by February. Trini and Susanna and what not to wear. We're broken, lost and beyond repair. No wonder I'd rather be locked in here. On my own, alone, concocted here. Be locked in here. On my own, alone, concocting here. But no wonder I'd rather be locked in here. On my own, alone, concocting here. Man, I'm top four like boxers and socks. My alarm clock, I'm at a Armani watch. Maybe a couple of wrists and a couple of cigarettes and a little bit of pot. I make MCs worry like they're lost in the fog. And they're one of the hostages locked on the top floor of an office block. And there's lots of cops at the bottom and shots have been put. This is not for the faint-hearted, not a soft cocks. Look, loads of something I got lots of. I've been doing this since before the .com boom. MySpace, YouTube and logging on. We're on God's green earth, it's an honour gone. Before anybody really cottoned on that we could take this whole thing worldwide with proper songs. I can give hope to the lost souls, otherwise their lives just seem hopeless. I'm trying to get recognition for myself and that others I feel should be noticed. But it's hard to be like a microscopist and have one thing on which to be focused. Life's happening, that's the big picture, you can't slow it down or try to postpone it. Just grab it with two hands, slap it a few times, hold it, try to control it. You need to bend it, break it, shape it, manipulate it, mold it. I wanna make paper and fold it, but there's only certain places I'll go to and certain levels of realness I'll roll with. Heads of shotters with no work, they've sold it. Though I never always acted as such, the love was just as much. And I wish you understood that sometimes I spoke my words through touch. And we used to like rabbits, and I miss our Northcote hutch. You helped me balance when I needed a crutch, and I helped you see your beauty when you was feeling crushed. And yeah, maybe we both needed the love, and the carefree environment speeded it up. But you can't say we weren't knee deep for the club. And I'll never ever forget those weeks and months of half barbecue pizza in the sun, rainbows, lollipops, freedom to run. But when our time elapsed and the visa was done, we just knew that me and you needed to be one. I feel your double time. If I hear that shit another time, I'm gonna scream. Please don't tell me about spitting on fucking grime. I've been ripping up rhythms since Tempo, since way before Slough and the big boy Tesco. Since I was knee high to a grasshopper, before anybody in the scene was a chart topper. Before Martin Liberty Liner and Grime's Godfather was just a starter, and every man used to go raving in Prada. And I was a wide-eyed youngster that used to rock tracksuit bottoms and a jumper, and every man used to say, yeah, well you wonder. At a time in my life when I need to know which way I'm gonna go with the crossroads. Look, I left behind the dark days and the lost souls. One way looks nicer, quieter, brighter, lighter, but then the other looks harsh and harsher, darker. At a time in my life when I've had enough drama to last me a lifetime and farther. Beyond that, I know you can't combat karma. I find myself wandering pathways wanting an answer. All in my own little world. Fingers gripped tight up on a Parker. She either wanted some or she was teasing me and proper dumb. Constantly watching me playing with a straw and a drink in between her teeth and her tongue. Now she's clearly with a man, and a man's with his boys, and he already looks annoyed, you know. One of those dudes that's always paranoid, and beef over chicks is something I try to avoid. But she's trouble, I can see it in her face, she's trouble. Look how she moves her waist, so she's trouble. Used to getting her own way, and it looks like trouble might be headed my way. She whispers in my ear that she gives the best head, and she's wild and open-minded in bed. Hands me a phone, assumes I'm impressed. I type in my brethren's number instead, and I point blank refuse to make one cheesy tune, cause I'm not in it for the cheddar, and I'm in it mainly for the recognition and the respect that's connected together. I want my name next in the wall of the Hall of Fame forever and ever in big bold capital letters. Not disappearing a couple of weeks like I was henna. Now I'm not a fortune teller, but I reckon that half of these spitters are never gonna get any better. And when it's crunch time, they crumble under the pressure. Okay, but I never say never, but I'm usually a pretty good guesser. They're not built for the stormy weather. I'm in a boat with a raincoat and an umbrella.